Next is a class on the Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th Canto, 9th Chapter, text number 23, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on March 1st, 1976, in Mayapur, India.
Je asmakritu kupito hasa bijimbritabhru vispurjitena lilita satute nirasta. So, this is experience, this stuff. Everyone has experience. What is the situation of this material world? Every day we are seeing big leaders, ministers, just like in the history of the world, there were so many big men, Hitler, Napoleon, there is Churchill, Gandhi, Nehru, but all their powers, position, in 1 minute it becomes vanquished. There is no question, they are so proud, they do not believe in God. But when the death comes, they cannot argue anything. The death orders immediately vacate, finish. You have to vacate. At that time, their power, opulence, position, nothing can help. So, Krishna says therefore, the atheist class of men who do not believe in God, decry the authority of God. For them, of course everyone dies, but for them, mrityu sarva harasya. Krishna comes as death and takes away everything in their position. A foolish person, they do not see. Still, God says, Krishna says that this death I am. Still they will not. And it is a fact, when Krishna comes as death, as Hiranyakashipu, he was atheist, did not believe in God. But when God, Nrsimhadev came, then he was vanquished, everything, within a second. Nirasta, Satu Te Nirasta. So we have to see like that, the omnipotency, the power of Krishna, how it is working. But the difficulty is that we are so foolish, pasyannapi na pasyati, although we are having daily experience, still we do not see. This is the point. Dehapatta kalatrādīṣu asatsopi pramatta tasya nidhalam pasyannapi na pasyati. We are making our plan that I shall be happy in this way. I have got this body, so let me make this body very strong, go in the beach and run on the beach to make the body very strong. There are so many other methods to keep the body very strong. Deha, apatya, maintain the children very nicely. Deha, apatya, kalatra, wife, decorate the wife very nicely. In this way I shall be happy. Let me keep my body fit, let my children go very nicely, wife, be decorated with ornaments, with sari, and I will see and I will be happy. No, you cannot remain. Even if you arrange like that, you cannot remain. Krishna says, one day I shall come as death, and not only I shall take you out of the sin, but I shall take away all your position. Nittu sarva harastam. So, Prahlad Maharaj, although a child only, but because he is devotee, he experienced that my father was so strong that even the denizens of heavenly planets, Indra, Chandra, Varun and others, they are all afraid of Hiranyakashipu. He, by austerity penance, he got so much power that even the chiefs of the higher planetary system, they were afraid of. Beginning to become brute. Hiranyakashipu will stare his eyes and move his eyebrow. The other demigods, they will be afraid. Such powerful. They asmat pitu, they, the chiefs of the higher planetary system, they have got very long duration of life. In the higher planetary system, everyone has got 100 years maximum period of life. But as I was explaining, everything is relative. The ants' 100 years of life is not equal to my 100 years of life. It is relative. Similarly, the demigods' 100 years of life is not equal to our 100 years of life. Everything is relative. Speed. Just like when in the beginning, the Sputniks were in the outer space. Generally, to go around the world, it takes 25 hours. But because the speed was greater, so the Sputnik surrounded the whole world in 1 hour 25 minutes. So, in the higher planetary system, the time, everything is relative. It is relative world. So these demigods, they are 1 day equal to our 6 months. Our 6 months equal to their 1 day. Such 1 day, then 30 days, 1 month, then 12 months, 1 year, such 10,000 years their duration of life. Such 10,000 years. So just imagine what is their duration of Ayu. And so much strength is concerned that the Indra is in charge of thunderbolt. So when Indra throws the thunderbolt to scatter the cloud, we have experienced how terrible sound it is. So they have got so long duration of life, strength, administrative power, so many things. Still, they were afraid of Hiranyakashipu. Still, in spite of possessing so much big position, Akila Adhishnapana Ayusya Vibhava, and everyone ichhati, everyone desires. If I could live so many years like Brahma, everyone is aspiring. Therefore they want to be promoted to the higher planetary system for which they perform yajna, to be promoted. In this life, they struggle, the economies, they struggle to become Prime Minister and Birla and this and that. And again, for the next life, they make provision. Therefore, they want to give some charity, Jaggaddanata, Jagga, performing Jagga. Jagaddanata, tapasya. Hiranyakasipu also underwent severe type of austerity, and he got benediction from Brahma that he will not be killed by any man, any demigod, any animal, he will not be killed in the sky, on the water, on the land. So many ways. But Brahma did not give it the benediction of becoming immortal. He first of all wanted and make me immortal. So that is not possible. Because I am myself is not immortal. How can I do it? So he took indirectly how to become immortal. And by austerity he got all these powers so that even the demigods were afraid of him. But Prahlad Maharaj says that such a big powerful demon as my father, he is also finished in 1 minute. 1 minute. Therefore, the Asmat Pitu, the demigods were afraid, very much afraid. Therefore, when he was killed, everyone became very pleased. The Prahlad Maharaj said that nobody is unhappy on account of death of my father. He said, Modeta sadhuravi vishtika sarpahatya. My father was exactly like scorpion and snake, so killing of such animal, living entity, is pleasing to everyone, even sadhu, even bhakta. They also become pleased. They do not want anyone is killed or anyone is done something harmful. Bhakta never desires. But they also take pleasure when the mystic, the scorpion and the snake is killed. You have got experience. There was a snake in my bathroom. You all sadhus become very alert to kill it. Although you are sadhu, so that is natural. When there is snake, there is no question of sadhu or asadhu. Kill it. Sadhu rapi, very nice. Modeta sadhu rapi vishtaka satpahatya. So, Prahlad Maharaj is Vaishnava, he could understand that everything in this material world, even the possession of my father, will be finished. There is no doubt. So what is the use of possessing such thing? It will be finished. Antavattu me deha nitya sukta saririna. This is intelligent person's decision that everything in this material world, this body and anything in relativity with this body will be finished. Krishna says, and the devotees know it. Therefore, they do not want anything of this material body. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaches us to develop that mentality. Don't want anything material body. It is, however, it may be long duration, but it will be finished. But you are eternal. Nitya sukta saririna. You are the owner of this body, you are eternal. So, we should be searching after eternal happiness, eternal life, eternal engagement. That is success of life. And if we hanker after temporary things, that is not very good intelligence. Therefore, bhakti means when one is convinced that anything of this material world cannot make me happy. That conviction is the beginning of pure devotion. Annavilasita sunnam. You have to make zero everything material. That can be possible as we advance in Krishna consciousness. Then bhakti Parishanubhava, virakti, annatra syat. You haven't got to. The Jnani yogis, they try to be detached from this material things by speculation, by knowledge, Brahma Sattva Jagat Mithya, by speculating Jagat Mithya, this world is false, Brahma, Atma, with its soul, is Sattva, the truth. They do. But it is not possible. Simply by speculating, it is not possible. You have to engage yourself in bhakti. Brahma bhuta prasannatma na sochati na kantati samas sarveshu bhuteshu mad bhakti ravate param. These are the processes to reach the platform of bhakti, devotion. But if you do not stick to the devotional platform, you will fall down. However, you may try to become detached from material things. Unless you are fully engaged in bhakti, then by bhakti you will be able to realize God realizes. Bhaktyamava vijana. Simply by bhakti one can understand. And as soon as one understands Krishna, then virakti annatra syat, then he will be detached. Jadavadhi mamachitta krishna padaravind namalabadhamana. When our pleasure exchange will be done between Krishna and ourselves, then we shall be detached. Otherwise it is not. Prahlad Maharaj is realizing that anything material possession, it has no value. It may have some value, temporary, but there is risk also, or some temporary enjoyment. There is so many things. The enjoyment, the highest enjoyment in the material world is sex. So, for some temporary happiness, we may enjoy sex, but there are many, what's called, after result, that is not very happy. Janavai thuna vigrahame sukham nikucha. After result is very either illicit sex or legal sex. The after result is not good. There are so many after effects. Even if you leave, of course that is the Vedic tenet. Dharma viruddha kama. Sex life, not against Vedic injunction. Vedic injunction is that do not waste your stamina unnecessarily, only you have sex life for begetting nice children. Good population, that much order. So, even it is done according to the Vedic principle, still there are so many sufferings. You have to take care of the children, you have to educate them, you have to see that they are well raised, so many. So that is also moderation. But if you can remain brahmachari, you avoid. Tippantani tripana bahudukha. Either illicit sex or legal sex, there are many, many sufferings. But those are tripana, miser. Miser means one who cannot use the benefit he has got, this human form of life. They know there are so many after effects, not tippante, they are not satisfied. Tippante hattripana bahudukhavaya. Kandutiva manasija visayata dhira. So, the whole Krishna consciousness movement is how to become dhira, self-respect. Then life is successful. And anyway, don't be involved, entangled with these material things. There are, this morning we are calculating that there are as many atoms, so many living entities are also there. Sankhatana is the word. Sankha means number. As many numbers of atoms are there, so many numbers of living entities are there. And there is struggle here. So in this human life, the chance is how to get out of this material atomic combination and go back to home, back to God. This is the chance. So we have to follow the examples of Prahlad Maharaj. He is Mahajana Jaina Vavasya Pantha. Let us try to follow Prahlad Maharaj's instruction and make our life successful. Thank you very much.